What if the last person anyone expected to be working alongside Matt Roloff ended up becoming one of his biggest allies? And what if that person was none other than Amy Roloff's husband, Chris Marek? After years of family disagreements, emotional farm disputes, and changing relationships, this unexpected partnership has left many little people, big world fans asking the same question. How did this happen? And what does Amy really think about it? For years, viewers watched Matt and Amy struggle to find common ground after their divorce, especially when it came to Roloff Farms. But now, the spotlight has shifted to an entirely different dynamic. Chris has been spotted lending a hand on the farm, spending time with Matt, and appearing surprisingly comfortable in a place once filled with family tension. Is this simply a friendly gesture, or does it reveal a much bigger story unfolding behind the scenes? In today's video, we'll take a closer look at Chris Marek's growing connection with Matt Roloff, explore Amy's perspective on this unexpected alliance, and uncover how these changing relationships could reshape the Roloff family dynamic. We'll also revisit the history that makes this partnership so surprising and examine why fans are reacting so strongly. You won't want to miss what's coming up, because by the end of this video, we'll reveal why this unlikely friendship may be changing the future of Roloff Farms in ways no one saw coming. So stay with us until the very end. And if you're a fan of Little People, Big World, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Roloff family updates. For nearly 2 decades, Little People, Big World has given viewers an unusually personal look into the lives of the Roloff family. From raising 4 children on the family's famous pumpkin farm to navigating marriages, business decisions, and personal challenges, the series has kept fans emotionally invested in every chapter. Even after major changes within the family, audiences continue to follow every new development, especially when it involves Matt Roloff, Amy Roloff, and the future of Roloff Farms. One of the biggest turning points in the show's history came when Matt and Amy Roloff ended their marriage after nearly 30 years together. Their divorce marked the end of an era and dramatically changed the family dynamic. While both eventually moved on with new partners, the years following their split weren't always smooth. Disagreements over Roloff Farms, family gatherings, and business decisions often fueled speculation that unresolved tension still lingered between the former spouses. Fans closely watched every interaction, wondering whether they could truly put the past behind them. Amy eventually found happiness with realtor Chris Marek, whom she married in 2021. Unlike the Roloffs, Chris entered the family as an outsider with no previous connection to the television spotlight or the farm. Over time, viewers came to appreciate his calm personality, practical outlook, and willingness to support Amy while staying out of unnecessary drama. Although he naturally became part of the extended Roloff family, few expected him to develop any kind of working relationship with Matt. That's exactly why so many fans were surprised when Chris was seen spending time helping out at Roloff Farms alongside Matt. Considering the complicated history between Matt and Amy, many viewers assumed Chris would keep his distance. Instead, the two appeared comfortable working together, sharing conversations, and focusing on the tasks at hand. For longtime followers of the show, it was an unexpected sight that challenged many assumptions about the family's current relationships. As expected, fan reactions have been divided. Some viewers see Chris's willingness to help Matt as a sign of maturity, believing he's putting family harmony above old conflicts. Others aren't so convinced. They wonder whether Amy is completely comfortable with the arrangement, or if there are lingering emotions that simply aren't shown on camera. Social media quickly filled with theories, debates, and questions about what this surprising partnership could really mean for the Roloff family moving forward. In this video, we'll take a closer look at how Chris's relationship with Matt developed, what Amy has said about the situation, how fans have reacted to these unexpected moments at Roloff Farms, and whether this growing friendship represents genuine healing, or simply another complicated chapter in the ever-evolving story of Little People, Big World. Stay with us, because the deeper we dig into these relationships, the more fascinating the story becomes. Chris Marek joins the family 12/00/20/00. Introduce Chris's relationship with Amy. Discuss how fans reacted when they first started dating. Cover his interactions with Matt over the years. Explain how Chris gradually became. While much of the conversation has centered on Matt Roloff and Chris Marek's growing comfort around one another, Amy Roloff has consistently emphasized a different priority: moving forward. Since her divorce from Matt, Amy has spoken openly about wanting to leave the emotional challenges of the past behind and focus on building a happy future. Marrying Chris represented a new chapter in her life, and she has repeatedly shared that she wants to enjoy that chapter without being weighed down by old conflicts. That doesn't mean the transition has always been easy. For years, Roloff Farms was more than just a business. It was Amy's home, the place where she raised her children, celebrated holidays, and built countless family memories. Watching that part of her life change naturally brought complicated emotions. Yet Amy has acknowledged that change is part of life, and she's worked to create new traditions instead of trying to recreate the past. One of the more interesting aspects of Amy's journey has been how she supports Chris while also respecting his independence. Rather than telling him who he can or cannot spend time with, Amy has generally trusted Chris to make his own decisions. Whether he's attending pumpkin season events, chatting with Matt, or lending a helping hand around the farm, Chris approaches those situations on his own terms. Amy has appeared to recognize that healthy relationships require mutual trust, even when circumstances might feel unusual from the outside. That doesn't mean she never feels uncomfortable. On several occasions, Amy has admitted that seeing her former husband and her current husband together can be a little awkward. Those feelings are understandable. Few people would find it completely effortless to watch two significant chapters of their lives intersect so closely. Instead of pretending those emotions don't exist, Amy has often been candid about them, while also making it clear that she doesn't want discomfort to control her future. Many viewers have interpreted Amy's reactions in different ways. Some fans believe she's shown remarkable maturity by allowing Chris to build a cordial relationship with Matt without creating unnecessary tension. They see her willingness to step back as evidence that she's genuinely moved on and wants peace for everyone involved. Others, however, have wondered whether Amy occasionally hides lingering emotions behind a smile. They point to moments of visible hesitation or surprise when Chris and Matt appear especially friendly. To those viewers, her reactions reflect someone still adjusting to a unique family situation rather than someone who is upset. Because audiences only see edited television episodes, it's impossible to know every thought or feeling behind those moments. Chris, for his part, has often tried to keep things balanced. He has spoken about wanting everyone to get along whenever possible, not because he wants to replace anyone or reopen old wounds, but because maintaining basic respect makes family gatherings and shared events easier for everyone. That approach appears to have helped reduce tension over time. The evolution of these relationships highlights something many families experience after divorce and remarriage. Family structures change, new spouses enter the picture, and former partners sometimes continue to interact because of children, grandchildren, businesses, or shared history. Those situations rarely fit into simple categories of friendship or conflict. Instead, they evolve gradually as everyone adjusts to new roles and expectations. For the Roloff family, this changing dynamic reflects years of personal growth rather than a sudden transformation. While disagreements and awkward moments haven't disappeared entirely, there is greater evidence of mutual respect than there was immediately after the divorce. Amy continues focusing on her marriage with Chris. Matt continues managing his own life and the farm, and Chris has found a way to maintain positive relationships with both sides without appearing to take sides. Ultimately, Amy's perspective reminds viewers that healing doesn't always mean forgetting the past. Sometimes it means accepting that life changes, people grow, and relationships evolve in unexpected ways. The Roloff family may never return to the dynamic they once had, but they've shown that it is possible to create a new normal, one built on respect, patience, and the understanding that families often find new rhythms after major life changes. As we reach the end of today's discussion, one thing is clear. The Roloff family story continues to evolve in ways that few viewers could have predicted. Since their divorce, Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff have chosen very different paths, building separate lives while remaining connected through their family, shared history, and the legacy of Roloff Farms. Like many families navigating major life changes, they've had to redefine relationships over time, and that process hasn't always been easy. One of the biggest talking points among fans has been Chris Marek's willingness to spend time working on Roloff Farms alongside Matt. Years ago, many viewers would have found that idea almost impossible to imagine. Given the emotional history surrounding the farm, Amy's departure, and the family's well-publicized disagreements, Chris's involvement naturally sparked plenty of discussion. Some fans see it as a sign that old tensions have softened. Others believe it's simply practical cooperation between adults who have learned to put the past behind them. Whatever the reason, the public interactions between Matt, Amy, and Chris have generally reflected a level of mutual respect. That doesn't necessarily mean every disagreement has disappeared or that everything is perfect behind the scenes. As with any reality television family, viewers only see selected moments, and only those directly involved know the full story of their relationships. What audiences can observe is that everyone appears focused on moving forward in their own way, while supporting the people who matter most to them. The ongoing interest from fans proves just how invested people remain in the Roloff family's journey. Every appearance together, every update from the farm, and every family gathering leads to new conversations and fresh speculation. Whether it's about the future of Roloff Farms, family traditions, or changing relationships, viewers continue to follow each new chapter with curiosity. Whether you see Chris's involvement at Roloff Farms as a sign of healing, simple cooperation, or just another fascinating twist in the Roloff family story, it's clear that Little People, Big World continues to keep audiences talking. Relationships change, families grow, and sometimes the most unexpected partnerships become reality. As the Roloffs continue writing new chapters in their lives, fans will no doubt be watching to see what comes next. Only time will tell what the future holds for Matt, Amy, Chris, and the rest of the Roloff family. No matter where their journey leads, their story remains one of growth, change, and adapting to life's unexpected turns. With that said, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another update. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Chris working on Roloff Farms is a sign of healing or simply a practical arrangement? Until next time, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.